Hello BookTube, Sarah here, and welcome to day 2 of Halloween week. Today I'm coming to you with my favorite Halloween movies. I was thinking about different videos to do this week, and I really like the idea of talking about, movies, so I thought I'd talk to you about 3 of my very favorite movies that I always watch at this time of year. Now, to begin with, I do not like horror. I don't read horror novels, I don't watch horror movies. I've never seen Friday the 13th or Jason or Saw or any of that stuff. The Halloween movies I like are almost a little more kitschy and cute. And so if that's your kind of thing, you've probably seen all these movies. They're older movies, but I hope if not and you saw them years ago, and maybe it'll trigger something and you'll be like, I really want to watch that movie again because some of these are great movies. So first one I want to talk about is one that was a staple of my teenagehood, and that was The Craft. I loved this movie. It was just, the characters were fantastic, the storyline was fantastic. I mean, it's so kitschy and it was so 90s. The outfits, the way they talked, their hair. I mean, and I have to admit, I have studied quite a bit of alternate religions, alternate belief systems, paganism and stuff like that, and witchcraft as a legitimate religion. And some of what The Craft talks about is true. Majority of it, no, it's Hollywood. But it is still a really, really fun movie. It doesn't necessarily take place at Halloween time, but because it's about witches, I think it's synonymous with one another. And I really, really love this movie. And if you've never seen it, do yourself a favor. It's a couple hours. Watch it, enjoy it, and love it. The next one was a staple of my childhood. And that is, and I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this one, it's Hocus Pocus. And it starred Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and, oh my gosh, I can't remember the third lady's name. I'll put it right here. I love this movie. It's about 3 sisters, the Sanderson sisters, and they are witches. And, 200 years ago, they were killed, and they vowed that they were going to come back and wreak vengeance on their town, on this town, and they do it Halloween. And it's a kitschy kids movie. It's not overly scary. I mean, to a little one it might be. So use discretion if you have smaller children on what you think might be appropriate for them. But I mean, some of my favorite memories are from watching this movie, and I adored Sarah Jessica Parker. She was my favorite character. The dopey pretty sister. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, just fantastic. I have, as you guys probably might know, I'm a knitter, and I actually bought yarn that an independent dyer dyed up that's called Amuck 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 from that line from the movie. So love this one, definitely check it out. And last but not least is probably my all-time favorite witch movie. Again, does not take place fully at Halloween. Some of it does, some of it doesn't, but that is Practical Magic, and it's based off the novel by Alice Hoffman, which I've not read yet, and I really want to read it. The movie stars Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock, both actresses I absolutely adore, and they play 2 sisters, and they are from a family of witches, and they have a curse on their family that, it's been a number of years since I've seen it, but whoever they fall in love with, the man ultimately dies, and that's what Sandra Bullock's character, Sally, it's Sally and Jillian, right? Sally's character is going through. And Jillian, Sandra Bullock, not Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman's character, she kind of gets tied up with this really bad dude, and, all this stuff happens, and Sally falls in love with the local sheriff who's investigating the stuff that's going on, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful movie. The aunts are the best part. Midnight Margaritas, like, that is one of my favorite scenes, and I think I read somewhere that it was actually not an outtake, but it wasn't scripted necessarily, that they all literally were that drunk and dancing around the kitchen. So, I mean, that just makes it that much more fun, you know what I mean? So, now that I've talked about all these movies, I totally want to sit down this afternoon and, like, marathon all of them, and watch them and sit and knit and veg out, which is just what I might end up doing. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know, what are your favorite Halloween movies? Or are any of these your favorites? Please let me know. And until my next video, guys, take care and happy reading. Bye.